It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
And when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend two plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that is called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend the scramble play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous. And it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Commanders come out with the man they hope leads them into their new era. Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick in this past draft from LSU. Greg, this is the man who won the Heisman Trophy with the Tigers in Baton Rouge a year ago.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with, a loose football. The Eagles have it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
The Eagles led out by their quarterback, and he is the leader of this offense. Jalen Hurts has that calm demeanor about him, can make the big plays as well. Greg, here he is already in his 5th year in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
And he's in! A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, Noah Igbenogany. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to see the football for the second time. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one, and it'll lead to a second down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Robinson.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, the Commanders are going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. Britton Covey deep for the Eagles. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. So here is the former Giant. It's Saquon Barkley. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Deron Payne there for the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. Here's a 3rd down and 4. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Olamide Zaccheaus deep to return. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Taking off. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are. Early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Now a deep ball looking for Brown.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
That one complete to Brian Robinson.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. On play action, Daniels. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Washington.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Throwing again, Daniels. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Luke McCaffrey, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson. And he's going to be brought down at the 27, but that's enough. First down as they do it on the ground.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll throw with Daniels. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Play action. Here's Daniels. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. More after this. You're watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. They keep finding ways to keep this drive alive, and they're set up now for 1st and goal. Daniels gonna throw again. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1 yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
And he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit, and now it is 3rd and goal.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down.
And he'll take it on in. Olamide Zaccheaus. Touchdown, Washington. Zane Gonzalez on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Commanders will level things out at 7 apiece. Time, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it, and he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. We're trying to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Then in motion is Brown. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. He'll get this ahead for about 3. That's the veteran safety, Marshawn Lattimore, bringing him down. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Hurts will work here from the pistol. Taking off, he'll try to get there. They get 24 on that one. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the 1st down and some.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. from the shotgun. It's Hurts. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
Third and short, and Hurts will throw. He's got his man. It's Smith. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. They'll run the toss to Barkley. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Hurts going to hold on to this one. He is in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The quarterback had the decision to make, and boy, he chose the right one, taking it in for the touchdown.
The key to this play, Mike, is the decision-making by the quarterback. Get your eyes on that defensive end. If he crashes on the handoff to the back, you pull it, he gets out in space, and he does the rest.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Returning is Igbenogany. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for first and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle. Second down and 8. They'll go again with Robinson. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. He'll get this one complete to Brown. 17 yards on that connection. Good for a Commander's first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, but either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
Jaden Daniels, you look at his time at LSU, Mike, and he certainly had great wide receivers to throw to. But now being a rookie quarterback and having the veteran presence of a guy like Terry McLaurin, that is such a comfort for any young quarterback getting his feet under him in this league. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Here's 1st and 10. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
To the air again is Daniels. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Commanders have got a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 4-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and they'll get a fresh set of downs. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. Throwing now, Daniels. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Now Dan Quinn will send out the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Commanders are back within 4 at 14-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10. Hurts to throw. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half.
With the score, Eagles 14, Commanders 10.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports Studios and our halftime report. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return is Rodgers. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Eagles offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here comes 3rd and 6. Hurts now. That one caught by Smith. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Now Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. And in motion is Brown. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and 3rd down coming up.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. Open man, right side. He's got it. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
To be a prolific passing offense in this league, you have to be able to both throw the ball from the pocket and you have to be able to operate and convert on third downs. And they've really done both at a high level on this drive. And to no surprise, they find themselves first and goal.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. Here's Barkley. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Second and goal. In motion, the tight end Uzama. One more time, they try Barkley. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles are out to a 21-10 lead.
Commanders 10.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Returning is Igbenogany. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Commanders offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and
6. Here's a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He finds the veteran Ertz. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Another run here for Robinson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
When you can generate interior pressure and move that pocket into the lap of the quarterback, man, it is hard for these quarterbacks to escape. They want to be able to step up in the pocket, step into their throw. Instead, he's retreating, and he takes the big sack.
The Commanders set to kick this one away, as he's on to punt for the second time. Now, fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Now, Hurts. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 17
An
yards.
interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
A run with Barkley. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. To throw is Hurts. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Commanders' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Things from the shotgun. It's Daniels. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Daniels now on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's taken in, and he's going to have a Commanders first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on fourth down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late. This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
That's to McLaurin. They connect again. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Daniels going to throw again. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. 3rd and a yard, it's Daniels. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, They force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Eagles offense ready to take over once more. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Once again, it's Barkley. He's got room at the 30. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.